I feel like your purpose in life just aligns. Like if you would take a look at everything that you're doing in your free time and what's calling you,
I agree.
then that's your calling for like your actual purpose, right?
Yeah.
And when your purpose meets the thing that's going to like allow you to financially live your life, it works out even more.
Even
and it's
better.
awesome because you
Not
can
a
spend your
job.
time doing it.
As
Yes.
they say, not a job anymore.
Exactly. And that's how it happened for me.
Okay.
I was just an athlete my whole life.
Okay.
And then when I stopped playing soccer, I had to learn like how do you like stay in shape and how do you stay fit and change your body. A lot of athletes go through that too, because
for sure.
when you're done with like your training and your team and you have like a coach and you're training for the specific sport, it's super common to feel really lost. I was like, oh, I guess we'll run because that's kind of what you learned back in the day. It wasn't really all over like social media on how to work out and like all the resources we have now versus like 15 years ago.
Yes.
So freaking different. We're so lucky and blessed.
Yeah.
And I started learning about weight training and bodybuilding. And I learned that that's the way that you actually sculpt and shape your body because you can run and you can eat really healthy, but it's actually not going to change your body composition because you need to put on lean muscle mass. Like that's how you shape your booty, your legs.
Yes.
So that led to me just being super fascinated on how to actually like manipulate the way your body works and learn how food works.
Right.
I was really young. I was like 17 when I stared actually tracking my macros and bodybuilding.
That's incredible.
And that led into me competing professionally. Where I then dedicated years of my early 20s and late teens to actually competing on stage in bodybuilding. And then I became the first women's wellness IFBB Pro in the USA in 2020.
How was that for you?
It was really surreal because I started competing when there was just women's like bikini and figure.
Yes.
And I always been like the big, strong legged girl. I was bullied in school growing up. They called me Thunder Thighs. Like,
and that's what everyone wants these days.
Yeah.
So you're good.
I was like, what a 180. Like, when they tell you just hold on, girl, like you'll get better.
Exactly.
You're like middle finger.
Yes.
You know?
Now that's what everyone wants. Thick thighs, big booty.
Yeah. Like, it got better.
Yes.
So the bikini division was just like really small, like petite girls with like really slender but toned legs, and it didn't matter. I could diet my ass off and do all the cardio, but that was just never my body. And I always knew about wellness because it was an overseas division. It just wasn't in the U.S. yet. But the IFBB, like the most prestigious bodybuilding federation, like the one that Arnold won, the one that Chris Bumstead won, right? The actual Olympia. That just wasn't a part of it yet. And it was like, okay, that's in the back of my mind. Like one day, I took a little break from competing because I started so young and just focused on health and enjoying fitness again. And then once I decided to start competing, literally like a few months after, they announced that wellness was coming. And I was like, I'm going to be the first. I'm going to do it. So
that's awesome.
It was finally felt like something I had worked for my whole life. I'm really big on manifesting and visioning. And I was like, I'm going to be like a, IFBB Pro. Like I want to make a name for myself in the industry. And after being beat up emotionally and mentally from not feeling like I ever had a place, the perfect spot was there waiting for me. So just be patient.
I love that. And so how long did you do that for?
All the way up until I was like 24. I did my pro debut. And then that division just took a little bit of a faster turn towards like the extremes as far as like physique enhancement drugs go and just the overall look that they wanted. I'm not a crowd follower.
That makes sense.
So I'm like, hey, it's super awesome. Like, that's just not for me.
Right.
Yeah, like I want to have kids one day. Or at least have the opportunity to.
Right, of course, because it changes your whole composition once you go that route.
And your hormones, and I want to stay feminine. So it's like I like wearing cute outfits and stuff and looking feminine. So,
absolutely. So then from there, what took you into coaching other women?
Yes, the comeback.
Yes.
Let's weave it in. So when you're working out and like look a certain way and super fit, what does everyone ask you?
How do you do it?
Exactly. I'm sure you get asked all the time too. They're like, girl, how'd you do it?
Yeah, the number one question. How
Yes.
did you do it? How do I do
Yes.
it? Yes.
And you being like, and that's why it's so important. And when you're like a woman of influence, or when people look up to you some way in life, like it's your due diligence to lead others and show others, because you're the example for so many people in your network.
I love that. I
And you
never
don't
thought
even
of it
know
that way. Yeah.
It's like an honor to
Yeah.
take care of yourself.
Yes.
Because you're that soft barrier to entry, because if you can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
know.
like that personal responsibility, which is super cool.
It is super cool. I love that mentality. And that's something that like I love having our like monthly chats, I would say, because and I want you to share that knowledge, because I love that mentality. I think that was like the first thing that I spoke to you about, like how not to hate yourself into fitness, and how not to, like, for me, the biggest thing was with like a binge eating disorder, like how not to hate being healthy, but like not seeing health in a punishment mentality. You phrase it as like an abundance mentality, and I want to share that with everyone, because like that's what uplifts me. That's what like I found was like, oh, I have to go to the gym. Oh, I don't really want to. Or something that we spoke about, like, oh, 20 minutes, that's not enough. That's not going to do anything to me. Was there a certain, I guess, type of woman that you were geared towards? Or was it like, I saw you, you're beautiful, help me?
You know, it's funny because I've been coaching women of all ages for over the last decade.
Yeah.
And all women of all ages are all the same.
I believe you. I believe you.
We all think the same way.
Doesn't matter. Money, no money,
Yes.
stars. I can agree. I think women are women, and I've actually found that also. And I think that's why I created the space, because if I'm thinking it, you're probably thinking it, or know someone else that's going through it. So yeah, I get that.
I think there's certain things that drive human beings, right? As a woman, and I've learned this by doing like one-on-one coaching, group settings, and a lot of women don't really love like an entire group setting unless you like really like pre-frame it, is because when it's something that is performance driven and you're put into another group of women, the first thing you're going to do is unfortunately compare yourself, even if it's not negative.
Right.
But we could be freaking assholes to ourselves.
Yeah, the worst critics. Yeah,
and it's something you have to work on all the time. And
I know, the mental.
reevaluate how you assign worth to yourself.
Yes.
And in our AI world of searching this evergreen idea of being perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's important to remember that your worth is in so many different things. So when you're around other women, and when it's your fitness, it's you versus you, right? It's like if you check all your boxes and do the work, then you'll see the results. But if you don't, then you know that you're the one that's responsible for that, right?
Right, yeah.
So as women, if we're in this performance-based group setting and like mindset, the first thing she's going to do is shut down.
Yeah.
And
guilty.
That's not fair.
Very guilty. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is reframing it of again allowing there to be like a safe space, but it's so hard to not judge yourself through the lens of admiring another person, and it's really learning how to like reframe that.
Yeah.
And yes, you're like celebrating that person, but you have to remember to celebrate yourself right back, because we can give all the praise. It's not like it's a negative thing like, oh, damn, that bitch looks so good.
Or thinking it, like, damn, and I want to be like that.
But it's like, damn, that bitch looks so good.
Right. Literally.
And then you're like, okay, I look good too. And it's just not beating
there's
yourself
always that,
up.
but I look good, but look at her.
It's the back end comment. It's not that I think she's amazing or damn, like she's really dialed in with like her workouts 4 days a week. Like, and she's a busy mom with like a career. Like that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It's just reevaluating how you talk to yourself after the fact. And that's what it is. It's nothing that has to do with other women. It's the language that we rebound off that thought.
Right.